Hi, I'm Domenico the Clario. I'm in my studio in Mildura offering you the fourth reading describing a journey from Fremantle railway station to the town of Calabaran in the goldfields that I undertook in 2003. The journey was intended to commemorate a longer journey that a fellow passenger of mine on the ship we came to Australia in had intended to make from Fremantle to Melbourne. It was an unplanned journey, and it was a result of a kind of distressed response to having travelled by sea for so long, so far. This account takes the form of 7 stanzas, and I'll read you the 5th this afternoon. The 5th stanza of Breathing for Biagio Walking. I'm told that the road between Perth and Kalgoorlie hasn't changed much in 50 years, and the route that Biagio took then is the same as the current one, through Northam and Cunderdin, and then Tamman, through to Calabaran and beyond. I walked like a Sicilian wheat farmer might have walked in 1956, immediately upon disembarking at Fremantle after 40 days at sea. Resolutely down High Street all the way to Perth, and then straight on to the Great Eastern Highway through Midland and into the plain beyond, looking for the famed wheat fields you would have heard so much about. I walked each day for as long as I could, hoping to get to Calabaran in time, because I was to meet Mark Minchinton there on the full moon of Sunday, November 9, 2003. And there my journey would end, because I simply couldn't afford the time to go on to Kalgoorlie or even Melbourne, which I had resolved to reach in order to complete Biagio's intended journey. Mark was to arrive in Calabaran from Wild Catcham, tracing another kind of odyssey, much older than the one I sought to commemorate, and even more desperate and alienated than Biagio's walk, because Mark was walking in order to retrace the route undertaken by those ancestors of his who had desperately sought to find their original home again, by walking through what had been their own country since time immemorial. Thank you for listening, and I'll read you stanza 6 tomorrow. Have a lovely afternoon wherever you are. Bye.